this on?
I ain't beat Gunther. I'm 3-0 versus Gunther.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
CM Punk is finally getting
Cody Rhodes! Cody Rhodes! Cody Rhodes! Cody Rhodes!
Yeah, so CM Punk's getting his main event, and the weird part is Jey Uso.
Drew McIntyre! Drew McIntyre! Drew McIntyre!
That's great. I'm surprised that Jey Uso is not actually going to be in a main event.
Roman Reigns! Roman Reigns! Oh, sorry.
Jesus.
All right.
Wow. Sorry, Cody.
Cody's had enough, clearly.
Yeah.
I've
Yes.
had enough. It was so painful. SmackDown and Raw both in London, and the crowd won't shut the fuck up.
Let the actors act.
Yeah,
Let
you
the
want to do
story
this?
play out.
You want to do this to like a Naomi promo? Go right the fuck ahead. But when you have actual stars in the ring and they're good segments, don't fucking ruin it.
Yeah.
Let them get to their shit. SmackDown had to like run long because of the fucking chants.
Like, I thought WWE was over like the whole the fans hijacking the show with chants and like I get it. Like it's
I get
something
it. You're drunk,
right? You got like
Good.
in London they always do that. In London, France, underpants. I couldn't resist.
Damn it.
Like over in Europe, they always do it, and I guess it's like a tradition.
Hey, want to secure not getting another Euro trip?
They love it.
Keep
though.
doing this crap.
They
It's because
like
they're
it.
used to watching soccer, and soccer's boring. So you need something to do while nothing's
That's
happening.
true.
You
But
know?
it's funny because, like in Japan, it's like the complete opposite. You know?
Oh
like,
yeah, they're completely.
Someone
silent.
comes out and you're like,
Yeah, no, they watch wrestling like they're in a movie theater.
right?
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, a little golf clap, basically. But
Yeah.
we're going. You know, Raw's SmackDown. They're going to be back in the States.
Yep.
That's all for the European tour, I believe, unless SmackDown is still somewhere. I know that Raw next week it's back in the States.
Yeah,
so.
I believe so.
You know, that's fine.
Chicago.
Few weeks in Europe, you know, now we're back home where there won't be any chance for the most part.
For the most part, yeah.
You know, nothing that runs long.
Yeah,
Takes
right.
over the show.
Right.
For sure. So, all right, we got another big show as usual. We got to recap SmackDown, recap Raw, awards, news, rumors. Fucking Mark's got to do their report, trivia, and of course, everyone's favorite fan questions. I'm looking at you, Joe.
The best.
It's the best. But first, we have to promote patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. We've got over 700 bonus podcasts you can't get anywhere else. You also get this show ad-free and before it comes out publicly.
Yes.
You've got the weekly Monday Night War podcast, the weekly AEW NXT podcast. You get all the pay-per-views, including Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and coming up in a couple weeks, WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
My goodness.
Plus,
The Mania.
because we do
Yeah.
NXT AEW,
Yeah.
we'll also be doing Stand and Deliver.
Stand and deliver. It's going to be a busy weekend for sure.
Oh, and don't forget AEW Dynasty this weekend.
Oh, I can't wait. Jesus, I got to find a way out of that.
It's on this Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Nuts.
Too bad, Eric.
Aw,
I'm so sorry.
shucks.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shoot.
You also get all the brackets. We've got 3 worst promo brackets. Those are everyone's favorite. We just dropped a new one, though.
New bracket.
Best wrestler to never win a Royal Rumble.
Controversial.
Yeah, right.
Controversial, as most of our brackets are.
It was honestly, it was one of our like funnier brackets. We cracked a lot of jokes.
It was.
It was a lot of fun.
I
to
was
do.
disappointed we had to trim it down from 256.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Beefy Joe on there.
Yeah,
we
of
had
course.
Hippity and Hoppity.
Doink the Clown. Yeah.
Should've
And
won.
he made it like a few rounds. It was strange.
right.
Yeah.
He had some lucky matchups.
He made it to like the top 64. I think that's where he dropped off.
Yeah. So yeah, go to patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. Join now. There's over 900 patrons. Go check it out.
Yeah.
All right, so SmackDown in London opens with Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
The crowd sings his song. They chant his name.
They bust a nut.
starts to talk about John Cena, but then I hear voices in my head. Randy Orton comes out and the crowd sings his song, and
So I'm having trouble here. Is Cody two different characters? When he's on SmackDown, he's one character, and when he's on Raw, he's another character?
He's like tracksuit Cody versus 3-piece suit Cody.
Yeah.
No.
sure. It just depends who's in the ring. If someone's
I
sucking
guess.
him off, then he sucks them back off, and
Right.
it's just a suck
Well,
fest.
he doesn't want to get the suck off on his suit, so he
Yeah.
wears the tracksuit.
Go.
Yeah.
So Orton starts to talk, but they do the Cody Rhodes chant. You could tell he's annoyed by it.
Sure.
Orton tells Cody, you had balls to leave WWE in order to grow, and Cody starts to cry.
What the fuck?
You have balls. Really? I do? Yeah. And Orton's like, oh, never mind. No, you don't. You didn't have balls.
forget.
Right.
Randy says the industry has been changed forever since you came back. The fans do the Cody Rhodes chant again. Norton says, I'd sing along with you, but you might leave. That was his way of saying, shut the fuck up already.
Right. Yeah.
And then Randy sucks off Cody some more, and the fans do the Cody Rhodes chant. Just again and again and again.
I love it. They can't get enough of it.
Orton tells Cody, I know you're going to whoop John Cena's ass at WrestleMania, but just like Cena going after 17, there's going to come a time where I'm going after 15, but I'm not going to kick you in the balls like some coward. I'm going to look you in the eye, and I'm going to tell you that I'm coming for this.
And then I'll RKO you out of nowhere.
Well, yeah, it's Randy's thing.
Edge. Then Drew McIntyre comes out in London, does the Drew McIntyre.
Yep.
And Drew says, how wonderful, a couple of Nepo babies having a love fest in the ring. It makes me absolutely sick. And I was like, you are correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's funny because I saw this like TMZ interview with Drew where the TMZ guy is like, so how do you feel since you turned heel? And that, he's using insider term, and Drew's like, well, I don't feel like I turned heel. Everything I've said is accurate if you pay attention.
good.
It's
Yeah.
like,
Right.
It's
great.
true.
It's great.
You are the hero.
Love it.
So Drew tells Orton, what have you done to justify getting a title match? Get to the back of the line, sunshine. And then Drew tells Cody, you should have listened to me about John Cena. The main event of WrestleMania should be Cody Rhodes versus the UK's only ever world champion, but it's not because of that guy liner wearing Temu Undertaker Damian Priest.
Aha.
Awesome.
Timu.
Yeah. Timu.
Drew vows to win the WWE Championship, and Orton says, cut the BS. So Drew tells Orton, you look jacked on the outside, but on the inside, I know that back is hanging on by a thread. And if you provoke me, I'll break it. And as for you, Cody, and then Cody just cheap shots Drew.
Yeah, what the fuck?
And Orton goes for an RKO, but Drew avoids it and rolls out of the ring.
Again, Drew can be like, I'm telling you, I'm not the bad guy here.
Yeah,
right.
This is Cody Rhodes. I mean,
Right.
look at how he's dressed.
Yeah.
Oh, wait till Monday.
Cody will
Jesus.
Cody will take the first shot on anyone as long as they're not John Cena.
Yes,
As long as you don't beat the living fuck out of him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right.
Very odd.
He's watching his back for Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to get smacked dead in the face
Oh,
again.
man.
Oh
Jesus.
my God. He's going to cry the next time he sees him.
Yeah.
Travis Scott's going to be doing his concert at WrestleMania, and Cody's going to be like, I can't watch.
Yeah.
Can you put him on night one?
Can we
I don't
just
wanna
be
come.
best friends? The Rock beat the shit out of me last year, and then we became best friends.
Hey, can I introduce my mom to your mom,
Yeah.
Travis Scott? And then they can scissor as well, and then it's a
Wow.
three-way scissor,
Oh,
and then
God.
we're all
no. Oh, no.
we're all best friends.
What is her name?
Martha.
Why did you say
What's your mom's name? Dusty's wife for some reason. Oh, that's cool.
My mom's name is Dusty.
Dusty's bitch.
Did we just become brothers? Yep.
So yeah, that opening segment was just so that we can get Drew versus Orton later. But first, we've got Pretty Shitty versus the Street Profits for the tag titles.
They made this way bigger than it should have been.
I know.
Because
100%.
these guys are from the UK.
Yes.
And they even had me buying into it a little bit. I was like, well, the Street Profits don't need these titles. They
Yeah.
never hold them very long.
You,
Go,
know,
you hit it if you want.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, come on.
Good job.
You didn't hit it.
Well
You
done.
missed it. Jesus.
Fucking Mark!
Hey, Eric.
Perfect. I did that on purpose so you could have a good joke too.
Ah, that's great. Great
Well
job.
done. Well done.
Save.
Good job. So,
Saved.
so yeah, Ford hit Wilson with the frog splash, and Prince was laying right next to them, and he almost won with a roll up. Then it gets really dumb where all 4 men were in each corner, and they all charge to the middle of the ring at the same time. They'll go, ha! And they run to the middle of the ring, and Pretty Shitty hits a spear and an uppercut. And then Wilson and Prince hit a lame version of the heart attack on Dawkins. Like, why do a different, just do the heart attack?
Yeah.
If you're going to copy it, just do it. Don't do some other shitty rendition of it.
Don't try to make it your own and make it terrible.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
do the one
Improve
that
it.
works.
Yes.
Ford breaks up the pin, and then in the end, Ford and Dawkins hit the blockbuster for the win. There you go.
Yeah.
Street Profits win, hit their new shitty music.
Yep. And still.
Yeah. Next up, we've got another shitty tag team match. We've got Piper Niven and Alba Fire versus Party Pussy.
Where the hell have you been?
It's a potty in your pussy.
Where have they been?
Where
Partying in their pussies?
Yeah.
Jesus, pussy.
Those pussies have been partying.
Jesus, Pustifa.
Push stuff.
So this match happened because
Maybe at the bada bing we should have some party pussies.
This match happened because of a backstage confrontation, of course. And this match was rough.
Yeah.
Rough. Piper did the rolling onto Carter and Chance from the apron to the floor. Then Piper went for a senton on Carter, but she moved and Piper on Fire by mistake.
Yeah.
Then Katana got on Carter's shoulders and they did this slow roll forward and Chance jumped at Piper to hit a code breaker, but she can't do it. And the whole thing sucked. Then Carter gave Piper a Samoan drop, and then Party Pussy did the keg stand onto Piper's legs because they can't do it.
They can't do it.
Yep.
Then Chelsea Green distracted the ref, which distracted the Pussy Girls. And then
Which
Piper,
distracted the pussy.
yeah, and then Piper hits Carter with the driver for the win.
Yeah.
The shit driver.
And then Fire and Piper attack them after the match, but then 4'11 Zelina Vega runs out to make the save, and she's dead. She goes for Code Red on Chelsea, but Fire super kicks her, and Piper hits the...
Right. They're just like, Selena, come on.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do here? You
Right.
know, I gotcha. You're done.
Yeah.
Kicking.
It's just terrible. So I guess a 6-woman tag next week?
Well, that's what they proposed, and then that
Hi.
didn't happen.
Quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I hate you. Yeah.
I hate
thanks.
me too.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. So
you're
next
right,
up,
yeah.
we've got Braun Strowman versus L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just it's getting
softened
a little
on
old.
Knight.
No, I'm so tired of Braun.
Hey, Knight, I'm going to fight you for the United States Championship, and you're going to get these hands from one big SOB. But how's your wife, man? Is she doing okay in labor? I hope I'm going to come by tomorrow and check on her, and I've got a great present for her. It's going to be very nice. I brought flowers and everything.
Yeah.
So this lasts about 8
Nice
minutes.
monster.
Too long.
Yes, Braun goes for the choo-choo train, but Jacob Fatu runs him over for the DQ.
Yeah.
Knight attacks Fatu, but Fatu gives Knight a pop-up Samoan drop, and then Fatu hits Braun with multiple hip attacks and moonsaults off the top. And then backstage, Solo Sikoa yells at Fatu for going out there alone, but Fatu yells, "I don't gotta say nothing to do about it! You two didn't say shit to me last week, bitch!"
Yeah.
And Solo's like, "Okay, you better lower your tone there." And
Yeah.
Fatu says, "Let me be very clear. When it comes to Braun Strowman, I will be the last man standing.
Kill me.
And I'm
Stop
bringing that U.S. title home to the family, and I'll do it with you or without you."
But wait. He's gonna fight Braun Strowman, the last man standing.
Last man standing.
He understands Braun Strowman does not have the U.S. title, right?
Yeah, he's got to beat him to fight L.A. Knight at Mania, I'm guessing.
Does he?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sure. Look, I'll take any bet against Jacob Fatu winning the U.S. title at WrestleMania. It's
Yeah.
got to be the safest bet on the board right now.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be the next champ. And then, like, him and Solo then could have their feud where Fatu wins every match.
Unless I'm not finished with you.
It could be
We'll
a triple
see.
threat or something.
Ew.
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 No, we don't need Solo in a WrestleMania match.
Ew.
Oh, I did not mean Solo.
Oh, Knight? Or no, wait, who then?
Braun.
Braun, Knight, and
That's almost worse.
That's what they're kind of
Fatu.
setting up, though, at the end of this match.
right.
Well,
right.
I mean, Fatu and Braun, they're having the last man standing. And
But
then,
Braun never got his actual match. He got interrupted.
Sure, but who cares?
No one is the answer.
Don't you want to see Fatu versus Braun? 22! It's a 20-second match coming up.
yeah.
It's going
That's
to be
also
great.
the 22nd time they're going to fight at
Yes.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. But you know, like Jacob Fatu, I looked up his age. He's only 32 years old. But he looks like he could be my father.
Yeah.
Like he just looks...
Think so?
He's a rough 32.
He's a man.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a man right there.
Next up, we've got a video promo from Naomi. Yeah. Now she's wrapped in caution tape.
Oh boy.
Let's hear what she has to say.
Oh no.
Yeah.
How did we even get here? I don't know. Do this.
What?
Was that a toilet flushing?
Thanks, Naomi.
Was that like a leaked sex tape?
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Call me Big Jim.
Wait. I've got more.
Do it now.
Here's my message to you, Jade. If you continue to be in my way, I strongly advise you to proceed with caution.
Got him. What the fuck? What was
Yeah, I
that?
need like
That's
a-
her new gimmick.
I need to find like a shitty, like a broken air horn. Yeah, like
Shitty air horn. Hold on. Joe's looking one up.
I'm sure it exists.
broken air horn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 5 seconds. Wait. No, it's 6.
Okay.
That can't be it.
No, 6 seconds
I heard
sounds
six,
better.
no, that was 6 minutes.
That's too good. No, that's too good.
It's not at the end, though. No, that is
That's
too
too
good.
good.
It's going to be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find one.
So backstage, Jade Cargill asked Nick Aldis,
Where is Naomi? Where is she?
but he doesn't know. And then she says, when I catch her, it's on site.
huh?
Yeah, we've been through this. Then B-Fab and Michin tell Jade to make sure Naomi gets it. Yeah.
Are they friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're best friends. You didn't know?
I did not.
Yeah, neither did I. But supposedly they are.
It has to be true.
Best friend.
Happened on TV.
Next up, we've got another Aleister Black teaser.
Yeah.
With lots of whispers that you couldn't understand. It was like,
So it was Naomi's promo again.
Seth Rollins removed my eyeball. Sylvia Vega's my wife. Proceed with caution. Oh my God, am I gonna be part of the Wyatts? Where are the Wyatts? Where the fuck have they been? Please knock on my cock.
Knock on my cock.
I mean, if they bring that, why not just put him with the Wyatts? If you're gonna bring back the Wyatts, if you're not gonna bring back the Wyatts, then
Bottom right. Yeah.
even Alexa Bliss, she tweeted a GIF of herself from like 2020, just her going, "Why?"
Yeah.
Like, why? I'm guessing she means, why did you bring me back? Why did you give me a new deal, a new 5-year deal to bring me back and then not use me?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
Hey, I got to way to
One of
fix
the more talented women.
I got a way to fix the Tiffany Charlotte match.
Yeah,
Alexa Bliss.
for sure.
Let her win the fucking
At least
title.
someone will cut a good fucking promo.
Yeah.
So next up, we've got Michin versus Charlotte Flair. Michin comes out first with B-Fab, but Naomi attacks Michin from behind and gives her the X Factor.
Oh, the X Factor.
Why is Naomi attacking Michin?
Yes.
Because.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Because she's best friends with Jade, even though Bianca's best friends with Jade. but
Best friend.
Everyone's best friends with Jade. Naomi beats on B-Fab, but Jade runs out. Naomi bails. Then Charlotte Flair comes out and briefly has a thing with Jade to tease a future match.
Oh, boy.
And then Charlotte gets in the ring, and this should have been a squash because Michin's hurt, but SmackDown's 3 hours.
Yeah.
Michin hit Eat Defeat, but Charlotte got her feet on the rope, so that cancels that out.
A lot of feet.
Then Charlotte chop blocked Michin and then locked in the figure 8 for the win. And then later backstage, Tiffany Stratton told Jackie Redmond that she doesn't have anything to lose at WrestleMania.
No. Nope. No.
No.
Nope.
She's not the champ.
No.
Oh, okay. So Charlotte's the champ. That makes sense. She usually is the champ. No?
No.
Who's the champ?
Bianca?
She has nothing to lose. If I lose to Charlotte, she's a legend. I'll just give her a little clap if she beats me.
I'll give her the clap if she beats me.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I mean, Tiffany's got to lose. She has fallen so far. I mean, Charlotte sucks too, but they love Charlotte.
I really hate to pull this card out, but Saudi interference.
Can we book one match? Triple H.
Yeah.
You see them both?
How much oil do you need?
It's just
You'll never need another drop of gas
All right,
for
they're-
those trucks of yours.
they're about to lock up.
Yeah.
Done. Done and done.
Next up, we've got Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Randy dropped Drew on the... I'm going to have to take the fucking toys away, I swear to God. Jesus Christ.
Eric, you got to know like the timing of this. You know,
I know,
We're
right?
in the middle
Right,
of the
right,
show.
right.
Randy dropped Drew on the announce table. Orton hit the draping DDT and set up for the RKO, but then Kevin Owens came out, which distracted Orton, and then Drew hit the Claymore for the win. After the match, Owens set up for the pile driver on the announce table, but Orton avoided it, tripping KO. And then he went for the punt, but Owens retreats through the crowd.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Drew won a match?
Yeah, I
that's
know,
crazy.
right?
Get out of here.
I know.
Yeah. Against Randy Orton.
What?
Can't beat Jimmy Uso.
No.
Beats Randy Orton.
So Owens escapes the punt again, just so that, you know,
He can get it at WrestleMania.
he's definitely getting it.
He's definitely getting punted.
When is Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre going to realize they're basically the same character right now, just team up?
Yeah.
Like that would be a great swerve at Mania, because we both think Orton and Priest are winning, but that would be great if Kevin and Drew help each other win their matches.
That would be amazing.
That would be an awesome little swerve there, and they're a
Absolutely.
team going forward.
And then they beat the Street Profits, and they have an amazing tag team run, and at least they have something.
That'd probably be the best we could hope for. I would
would
say
be.
help each other win both world titles, but that's not going to happen.
That's a tall order.
Yeah. Next up, we've got another Rey Fenix teaser. Now they confirmed it's him.
Yeah.
And he debuts this Friday.
Oh,
and
he's going to be coming Friday?
yeah, and he's Rey Fenix. He's not just Phoenix. We've got 2 Rays now.
Yeah, 2 Rays.
It's kind of annoying when they
And he's
do
on a
that.
different show than his brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
For now. Give it a couple weeks.
For now.
Give it like the Raw after Mania, and
Yeah.
then he'll be saving Penta from a beatdown.
Maybe. Yeah.
How long?
Yeah.
Until they're tag champs.
Backlash?
No. Maybe
Probably.
SummerSlam.
I was going to say Raw after Mania. They take the
could
titles
happen.
off of
No.
somebody.
I think it'll be SummerSlam, because SummerSlam is 2 nights.
Oh, this is the first year.
So what?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure, but I don't think they're going to wait that long, honestly. I don't think they'll wait that long for Penta and Phoenix.
I mean,
I think Backlash is good. Maybe even Mania. Who knows? No, not Mania, but
No.
probably Backlash.
right.
Next up, we've got The Miz versus Jimmy Uso. This happened because of backstage confrontation.
Oh.
Miz went for a springboard move, but Jimmy countered with a super kick and hit the Uso splash for the win. Who cares?
Miz gets paid, goes home.
Yeah, Miz gets paid, don't get laid. Three said
he's-
no.
He's
What about tonight, honey?
No.
Can you stop with the Lashley button? Jesus.
Imagine she just walks around with the sound of it.
Next up, Damian Priest attacks Drew in the parking garage. He bashes Drew's head on a random guy's car, and the random guy's like, hey! So Priest is like, you're gonna fucking die! He puts that random guy through a table.
Yeah, what is this? Is there
Yeah,
no more
right.
good guys?
no.
You're fucking with his car and he says, hey, you just push him away.
Right.
Don't fucking powerbomb him. Like, what?
Priest then chokeslams Drew on a car windshield and says, rest in peace, jackass. And Drew was screaming, there's glass in my eye. And his acting was so good that the dirt sheets thought he actually had glass in his eye.
You fucking fucking mark.
They reported that.
Yes.
They reported that he actually had glass on his eye. Jesus,
You
I can't.
fucking mark.
First of all, it was the back of his head. Second of
Yeah.
all, it's a windshield.
Right.
This is just crumbling glass like that.
Yeah. So then CM Punk walked by and he seemed very thrilled to see Drew in pain.
That was great.
And fans online were saying this was an AEW reference because of Jack Perry wanting to break a car window. Because that was like how the whole argument started between them.
Yeah, no.
But no, AEW is not the first company to do a car spot.
Right.
So fucking stupid.
They literally
dumb.
did one with Jade several months ago.
Yeah.
CM Punk didn't walk by like, oh, you know, hey, see the glass? Get it?
I don't
Is that
think-
real glass?
I don't think Triple H and his team are going, okay, what are some AEW things we
Yeah.
can do tonight?
Right.
Fuck
Right.
off.
Like certainly, like CM Punk does mention his AEW shit in his promos sometimes, but yeah, like you said, Triple H is not going to book a whole angle just so that fans online go AEW. I don't think he wants to remind people that AEW exists. Most people hardly know at this point to begin with.
Yeah.
show's still on the air?
What show?
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm on our show for AEW.
Yeah.
I barely know what it is.
Right.
Next up, we've got a contract signing for CM Punk versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Roman and Paul Heyman come out first, and London acknowledges their tribal chief.
Yep.
Roman is also wearing an OTC shirt since YTC didn't catch on.
No.
Glad they finally abandoned that shit. No one wants to chant YTC. It's all about the
Yeah.
OTC.
It's
so
too close to Y2J,
right.
maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't be
It's too
surprised.
close to OTC. That's the problem.
I wouldn't be surprised if YTC, like all those shirts are on sale now on the shop.
TCBY.
Like how many? Because it's like you just started the OTC chant. Like you
Yes,
just started
yes.
that thing where it's like I'm the OTC. And then a few months later, it's like, well, now I'm YTC. It's like, no, you're OTC. It's too soon to change now.
Yes.
You
yes.
just changed it. So Heyman pushes one of the rolly chairs so that Roman sits at the head of the table.
Haha.
And then the crowd does the Roman Reigns chant. And Roman tells the fans they sound good, and he signs the contract. He's like, well, I guess I'm done here.
I was like, oh, heel Roman's back.
He is. He's the same character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He hasn't changed at all.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I don't hate it.
Right.
Because that's all Stone Cold did the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
Like still be the badass.
But like
don't
it
suck
seemed
off
like
the fans.
Seth is the hard heel, Punk's the
Yeah.
hard face, Roman can kind of float in the middle.
It's transfacial.
Yeah. Roman was full heel here.
You're saying Seth is a heel, Eric? Because if so, I need to collect on something.
Put your cash down. He just hates CM Punk that much.
Yeah.
I know they're all good guys, and like two of them are acting like big time heels.
They're all good, but they're acting like bad guys.
Yeah.
It's an act. It's an act. They're not actually bad
They're
guys.
not actually bad guys. Come on.
Come on,
Wrestling
Andrew.
is fake.
Fucking
Jesus.
Mark.
Oh, God.
I'll tell you
I get
this,
so
yeah.
confused.
After this promo, I'm back to being a little nervous about that bet. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah, I
like
think
he
so.
might snap.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We'll
And then
see.
but again, if
Have
he
a
snaps
theory.
on CM Punk, we're not sure.
I have
that
a
even
theory we'll
means-
get to at the end of this segment.
Oh, is
Sounds
it an
good.
Austin theory?
Yes. What the fuck? Why would you bring him up? Jesus.
You said yes. Is it an Austin theory? Yes.
I didn't say Austin theory.
No, I said.
Yeah.
I said, is it an Austin theory?
Right.
And you said yes.
Yeah. That was my. All right, let's just move on. So Seth comes out. They sing his song. Seth reminisces about him, Roman, and some other guy named Dean putting Undertaker through a table in the
Yeah.
same arena 12 years ago.
I don't know.
And then it was funny because then they replayed this on Raw and they showed like what Seth was talking about 12 years ago, but they just didn't show Dean. Like it
Yeah.
showed, they made it look like as if just Roman and Seth walked through the crowd in the Shield gear, came out of the helicopter together.
That's hilarious.
Right.
No-
There's like
no
just
Dean.
like a black bar over Dean Ambrose.
I think
Like,
they used
nothing
AI
to see here.
to just completely remove
You're
that.
like,
Yeah,
you're
right.
like, was Chris Benoit part of the segment?
Yeah.
Why? Is,
So Roman tells Seth, I'm the one who made this place what it is today. I made this place better than we found it. What have you done? And Seth's like, it's all about you. And you made the biggest mistake by letting the biggest snake CM Punk into the garden. You could have cut his head off at War Games, but instead you shook his hand. You could have let me finish him in the garden, but you didn't. And now I have to clean up your mess again.
Should let me finish him.
Yeah. Careful. Take it easy there. So Seth signs the contract, but then out comes CM Punk with security behind him, and the fans sing his song. I like that he mocked like security was behind him. He was like, ooh. And then Punk says, I have come here to chew bubblegum and sign a contract. And then he spits out his gum and says, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Sure.
That was awesome.
It was.
Especially because of how much he loves Piper.
Right.
To do a Piper quote.
Absolutely.
That was great. And then Punk looks through the contract and Roman gets impatient. He's like, hey, buddy, this is TV today, Junior. So he's quoting Billy Madison. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then Paul Heyman gets next to Punk and gives him the good news.
I know what you're looking for. And it's in there. We're closing the show at WrestleMania.
Who's pulling the strings?
Night 2? Wow.
Well,
He was
You
looking.
get to live your dream of all dreams. CM Punk, you are a WrestleMania main eventer.
night 1, but still counts. I
Yeah.
main evented.
Right.
And it felt so good.
So another year that neither Royal Rumble winner will be main eventing WrestleMania when that's all they talk about at the Royal Rumble.
But with good cause.
But what? Sure.
Yeah.
Jey Uso and Charlotte? No, thank you.
I'm still 60-40 Jay winning at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I think they're even like, we're not feeling this Jay win anymore.
Right.
I think
He's
they're doing
not
it.
the guy.
He's winning.
Simpsons wrestling memes had a really good one where they showed CM Punk on AEW saying, go ahead, leave, main event night 4 of a buy one, get one free extravaganza. Of
course.
And then it's Lisa. I told him that would come back to haunt him.
Yeah, sure.
So many AEW fans pointing it like, Punk's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. It's like, no, he's an actor.
Yeah.
That's what you do when you're in AEW. What all you AEW fucks want. You just want people shitting on WWE. So Punk gave you exactly what you wanted. That's
Yeah.
it.
Right.
He's acting. Who wants him? That's all that matters.
Yeah.
He's all about business.
Yeah, and everyone goes back to WWE.
He's
That's
not
where
here
the
to
money
make
is.
friends. He's here to make money.
That's where
Yeah.
the career is.
So yes, it's main event night 1. Still counts as a main event. Punk was on the verge of tears, and it was great.
It was.
I mean, either he's for real feeling like that, I'm finally getting it, or he's a great actor, or both, right? But like,
Yes.
I felt the moment certainly.
Sure.
I was
absolutely.
happy for
It was
Punk.
great.
Yeah. So then Roman smiles and says, "Oh, one man's dream is another man's favor. Check." And then Seth throws a fit and yells, "This is not something to laugh at. You don't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. Main eventing WrestleMania is sacred. It means more to me than anything except for the fact that you never main evented WrestleMania." So Seth would rather not main event WrestleMania than main event it with Punk.
Right.
I get that.
It's pretty funny.
I get that when you hate someone. How
But
many
like-
has Seth had? 2?
No, none. Technically none, because he cashed. The only time he was involved, he cashed in.
yeah.
Well, last year's night 1.
Oh, okay, I guess.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're counting those.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
right. You're
And the
right.
cash in, he's in the last match of the night. That counts.
Well,
Yeah.
he doesn't count it.
He doesn't?
In interviews, he doesn't count it. But he does have one now. You're right.
Yeah.
He does have a night 1 main event for sure.
'Cause
I mean,
when
certainly
he-
you won the main event of WrestleMania that
Yeah.
year. But
When he won the Rumble, remember, Brock was, if I'm not last, I'm first.
Yeah.
So I can get the fuck out of here.
Right.
And that was the opening match to WrestleMania 35.
well, that was the one year where the women are
Yes.
main eventing WrestleMania. It might never happen again.
Yeah.
Or maybe for a long time. I mean, once again, just like last year where people are like, wait, are you telling me Bailey and Io are not main eventing night 1? It's like, of course not.
No.
Yeah.
The Rock is main eventing night 1.
Yeah,
And now this year they're like, Rhea and Io and Belair are not main. It's like, of course they're not. Like, this story is not big enough to main event. This
No.
is nothing is bigger than Roman, Seth, and Punk other than Cena and Cody, and that's night 2.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And if there was something actually on the line, like a title, there's an argument this match could be
Night 2.
night 2's main event. close
Probably
it
would
with
be
Punk winning a fucking title at main event of WrestleMania finally. That's what we all want. That's the story we want to see finished.
This match will probably it's definitely going to be better than Cena Cody.
Well,
as far as
unless
a wrestling standpoint goes,
Unless they do the Avengers again. Like
right?
last year.
But I'm saying like in terms of like a wrestling match, it'll be the better wrestling match.
Wrestling
Oh,
Avengers.
sure.
You know, because I don't know how many bumps are in Cena's contract that he's allowed to take.
Right.
Hey, Cena, on your left.
Yeah, right. Everyone else just fights for him. Even The Rock's like, I guess I got to take some bumps for Cena.
Yeah.
So then Punk looks at Seth, thanks the fans for standing by him and chanting his name for 10 years. Roman says, oh, no, he shouldn't be thanking you, London. There's only one person you should be thanking, and that's your tribal chief. Because of me, you're in the main event, which I think this is going to be Roman's 10th WrestleMania main event.
We'll talk about it in trivia.
He says, so take this moment to acknowledge your tribal chief. And this was a weird moment because you could read Heyman's lips, and he looks at Punk and says, don't.
Yeah.
So it's like this little tease again that they're doing with Heyman. Kind of like when Heyman wore the Solo shirt and jacket, but then that led to nothing.
No.
Right.
So he looks at Punk and he says, don't. This is like, okay,
Interesting.
that is interesting. And then Punk gets down on one knee in front of Roman and says, thank you, my tribal chief. The holder of the Ulafala. And Roman's like, yeah. The head of the table, yeah. And he goes, the big dog? And Roman's like, motherfucker.
That was so good.
That was great.
Yeah. Big dog?
Yeah, that's right, Punk. Good one. Thanks, buddy. That's where I named him. That's where I named his penis.
Right.
Ah, you're a big dog.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
hey, ref, give Punk a pat on the back for me. Honey, who are you talking to?
Honey, yeah.
Hey, get me CM Punk's cell phone number. I want to say thank you.
Yeah.
What? I'm blocked? God damn it.
Right.
Punk then says, thank you for allowing a kid from Chicago to be graced by your presence. Because of you, I will see you in the main event of WrestleMania. And then Punk signs the contract, but then says, but that's not the favor that I'm owed.
Oh my God.
What is the favor? What is it? Tell me. What's in the favor?
What favor?
Yeah.
God, what is it?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Will it be revealed at WrestleMania?
Probably.
Yeah.
Or
What if?
at WrestleMania, we all assume, because right now, like we all assume maybe the favor is Heyman turns on Roman, aligns back with Punk, maybe helps him win the match. What if we all think that's coming, but they swerve us and Heyman betrays Roman and Punk and
Aligns with
aligns
Seth.
with Seth freaking Rollins?
Jesus.
Because one thing Paul Heyman has always done is turn on the guy he's managing, and he has yet to turn on Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
He turned on Brock. He turned on Punk. He's turned on everyone that he's fucking managed in WWE.
Didn't he
Curtis
go back to
Axel?
Brock, though, for a minute?
Cesaro?
I guess Roman turned on
Roman
Heyman.
turned on Heyman.
So that doesn't count.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, and like again, now that Roman is a babyface, it's weird that Heyman is with him because Heyman is not a babyface.
No.
You know, like, so it's
He's
kind of
always
awkward.
scheming.
I think that would be a great swerve.
I think it would.
Seth is clearly turning heel at some point, whether it's Mania, whether it's after Mania,
Yeah,
whatever. Like, Seth gets Heyman, that's fucking cool.
I
and
guess
that's
so,
new.
but like he doesn't need like Heyman's your voice. Lesnar needed Heyman. Roman needed Heyman. Cesaro needed Heyman.
But
like,
Punk had Heyman and he didn't need Heyman.
kind of
True.
though.
He didn't need him. It was just awesome.
I guess. Yeah.
And Roman certainly doesn't need Heyman anymore.
No.
Like, yeah, like Brock would always need Heyman because Brock can't cut a promo. And,
Yeah.
it's, you know, but I don't know. I think it would be really cool.
I'm coming for you, boy. I'm coming hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I mean, they've got a bunch of options. But we'll see.
So what? Jay and Gunther, night 2, first match.
I would guess it opens night 1.
Yeah.
We're going to open WrestleMania with a party. Just me, Oos. And then he
Again.
wins. It's just me. We're going to eat for the first 45 minutes of WrestleMania.
Again, if you think that he's winning, why wouldn't they want that whole party to close a WrestleMania?
Because it's not going to live up to Roman, Seth, and
Yeah.
Punk. Like I think like Triple H's whole thing is let's not make the mistakes that Vince made, where it's like, let's have Undertaker and Shawn go on,
Right.
and then after that, Triple H and Orton will follow. Oh fuck, they couldn't do it.
The thing
can't follow that.
I get that.
Jey Uso is not over. This is over.
And yeeting is over.
Yeeting is over.
My point is this. Every year for the last few years, there's been a shocking underdog or like a shocking pin, a shocking win.
Right.
Including like, a year ago or 2 years ago, Roman beating Cody. You had Cena lose to Austin Theory. Like these things happen now. So I wouldn't be shocked if like, holy fuck, like Gunther pinned Jay. And they maybe save it for fucking Backlash. Give me one more shot, Roos, or something like that. I'm just saying. I think it's possible.
Well, we know who Joe's picking. Don't take it back now.
I'm just telling
you.
Would you like to bet $1?
Let's talk about that when we do our predictions in a couple weeks.
Sure.
Because I'm 60-40 Jay, so I'm still pro Jay winning.
Yeah.
I just feel like
I'm anti Jay winning, but I think Jay's I know
for the card.
I am so anti Jay winning.
Yeah.
If I could choose one outcome for WrestleMania, it would be Gunther retains.
Sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Absolutely.
So we'll see what they do. Obviously, good ending to SmackDown. Again, they have so many options they could do with this match. It really doesn't matter who wins as long as like the story they're telling is a good story.
Yeah.
But like anyone could win as long as you do it right.
You almost have to have like Punk pinning Roman.
I mean, certainly I'll be rooting for Punk,
know
but
what I mean?
I think this Seth swerve is a legitimate possibility. And obviously, if that happens, Seth's winning.
So the favor doesn't happen.
No, it's like fuck your favor, and then
Fuck your favor.
Yeah,
And then we never find out the favor.
there's no favor. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Who knows?
Wow.
But that is all for SmackDown. On to Monday Night Raw in London again. We open with John Cena. Cheers quickly turn to boos, and they sing John Cena sucks.
So what show are they on even? Like what show is Punk on?
Raw.
Yes.
Punk's on Raw, even though they did all that on SmackDown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Roman's on
SmackDown.
Seth's on Raw.
I mean, they're all on everything because it's
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
leading up to WrestleMania.
Right? Like who cares, right? Where Punk, because
Yeah.
if he's on Raw, like I wonder if the favor is Gunther retains, but then the winner of that match fights Gunther.
He's not retaining, Joe. He's not. I'll take your $1 because I need it, but
just building
he's
a
not.
story
He's not
here.
retaining. There's no way. There's no way they're not. All those fans that want to fucking yeet all night long. I mean, they're not gonna. We have to come to terms with it.
I will not.
They're having that WrestleMania After Dark. One of them has Jey Uso. They can eat until fucking 4 a.m. There.
Why? So they can make fun of him in the roast of WrestleMania?
Yes.
Let's hope so. All right, so Raw in London opens with John Cena. John Cena sucks. And before Cena can say anything, Cody Rhodes comes out. More of that dumb fucking chant that they do.
I really liked Cena's shirt. It was him like doing the salute, but he had like the English guards, like the big black puffy hat.
Right.
He was wearing one of those.
So you'll have it next week?
No. Just saying it was funny.
Why?
It's fun.
Because it was a show exclusive.
I can't get it. It's only in London.
Yeah.
So you bought a ticket. Yeah.
Bought a ticket. Flew to London. Bought it from a scalper for 3 times as
Like,
much.
bro, you could have just bought this on eBay. I was selling it on eBay, man. Ah, shit. Fuck.
Shit.
I guess I'll stay here till the next Raw, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
So Cody says...
I'm in London now.
Yeah. Cody says, we've heard you talk for 2 weeks. Let me do your job for you. You're going to cook me, right? Where do you want to start? I have a little bit of a lisp. Sometimes words with the letter S. I'll give you one. Stardust. Here's another. I have an arm tattoo, but it's on my neck. I got booed in a company I created. Did he just watch 8 Mile? What is he fucking doing?
Right. Also, how do you go from a tracksuit on SmackDown to this 3-piece suit with the fucking gold chain?
Yeah.
Like, who is the fucking bad guy here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What is happening?
Cena gets to it in a minute here.
How the fuck is Cody supposed to be relatable coming out dressed like this?
Taken from the
What
words
is he
of...
what is he cosplaying Kingsman?
Yes.
Jesus.
And again, it's his dad. His dad never, he'd be on commentary in like a t-shirt when everyone else is in tuxedos for the big events in WCW.
I think he wore like a big fancy robe one time. I think he was maybe making fun of Ric Flair.
Right. If you
but
go
he didn't
look,
dress like this.
Dusty has worn suits before, but they were like shitty suits on purpose.
Right.
Like I can only afford this shitty suit.
Like a Mick Foley suit.
Yeah. Like his Hard Times promo, he's wearing like this shitty blue suit. You know,
Yeah.
it's like this suit that's he bought at the thrift store or something.
Right.
You know?
Son of a plumber. You can't afford that.
No. So Cody then tells Cena, perhaps I'm struggling with the idea that Superman is really dead. I think for the last 2 weeks, you've lied to this audience. I know that you cared about me, and I know you cared about them, so tell me why. Yeah, you're looking at Dusty's suit.
Yeah.
It's like a shitty gray suit.
It is. It's like it's like what's below Men's Warehouse? Like K&G?
Yeah.
It's a K&G suit.
So Cena says, I'm not going to punch down to your level just to protect you, Cody. You've been protected long enough. I'm also not going to cook you. I'm going to bury you, just like I buried everyone else. They've been saying for years that John Cena buries talent. I don't bury talent. I am talent. And they all cheer.
Yeah.
He says, I bury mediocrity.
That's good.
And then Cena finally does what we've been waiting for.
I don't give a rat's ass about your lisp or your failures. You have manipulated your way to the top of this business, and your ego outmatches your ability.
Wow.
All you have done here is ride the coattails of my success. I have been so great that the WWE can hand the heartbeat of this organization to my chauffeur. That's right. Cody Rhodes, your champion, is nothing more than my chauffeur. A slimy pickpocket who thinks just because he stole the blueprint he can run the kingdom. There's your why, Cody Rhodes. Because you, with that, disgusts me.
It's a little
You
overacting.
sat by my
It is,
side
but
for
it's still good.
years and stole every secret you need to be undeniable, but you are still underwhelming.
I like that.
True words.
I tried to drill it into your egotistical
like-
skull. You have to be authentic because they can see through phony. You didn't listen, and it shows.
They can see through
You're
phony.
Too perfect. You're too polished. You're too rehearsed. You rely on lazy gimmicks like them singing your name over and over again to get by.
It's too real.
He almost wants to laugh.
Yeah, I know. He does here. Look.
Yeah, that's right. And now Cody's like, shut up.
You are just like the Pied Piper because all you've ever done is find a way to make a catchy tune trick these people into loving mediocrity.
Now do Jey Uso. Do Jey Uso.
Strip away his music and entrance. There is not much to look at except a thick pinstripe suit.
Those pinstripes are
But you
thick.
could walk me out here in silence and bet your last dollar I would body you before your first breath.
That's the
Cody
words that
Rhodes
the
does
kids
not
use
look
these days.
like me. He
been
doesn't
playing
act
Fortnite.
like me, and he sure as hell doesn't work like me. But Cody Rhodes also, you don't look like you don't act like you, and you don't work like you because after all these years, you are still afraid to show who you are. So what do we get instead? Cody gives us a generic mix of every superstar he's ever loved or TV show he's ever watched in some big confused blob. And it makes you look like a 16-year-old kid taking acting lessons who's still afraid of public speaking. You have showed me one thing, and the one thing you have showed me is someone mediocre wearing something meaningful nowadays is enough to trick these people.
Ow.
I have worked too damn hard to make that a symbol of mastery, to have it paraded around by a paint-by-numbers, sociopathic Nepo baby who is so into himself he had his wrestling gimmick tattooed for the world to see.
Why aren't you about to cry,
It's not where
Cody?
your tattoo's at, Cody.
Like that cartoon
It's
thing
what
that
your
we said.
tattoo is that exposes you to the world for who you are, a common fan like them.
That's such a great line.
Oh my God.
So after
That's what a fan would
WrestleMania,
do.
it'll be great for you.
Cody,
Go
I did
straight
too.
to Fanatics, buy the toy belt that they buy, call yourself their champion. Because the last real champion is taking that home forever and exposing you for who you are.
Now they're cheering.
Yeah.
An errand boy that got lucky.
Finally. Now you're finally what the fans want. I get it, you know.
Yeah.
The heel's not supposed to get cheered, but I mean, we had to fucking those 2 John Cena promos, man.
Yeah.
At least he finally did his job. This is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
And it gets better. But first, we have to, Cody has to talk, unfortunately. Cody says, maybe I was chosen, but they chose me. Can you say the same, John Cena?
More dramatic.
Or was it one guy in an office who you blew? I mean, who chose you, who's not here anymore, and we don't talk about him because he shit on people. You're a company creation, not me. Everyone's so terrified of you on the mic. I'm not, because I know you got more dick in that promo than you do in your jorts. You want to make fun of me for appearing like I'm 16, taking public speaking lessons, while you hang out with Zac Efron and wishes he was 16.
Joe, I've been meaning to tell you.
Yeah.
When you cut promos,
Yeah.
you got a lot of dick in your promos.
Yes. What the fuck does that even mean?
Wow, Joe, that promo had so much dick in it.
And
More
also,
than my jorts?
Also, you hang out with Zac Efron, who's 37 years old. So you're 16. You want to be 16 because you're hanging out with a 37-year-old man.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Huh?
This isn't High School Musical anymore, Cody.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, that sucks. Oh, and then he says, don't act like you left WWE better than you found it. Between you and I, which one of us sold out to The Rock? You're still my hero, but you're also a piece of shit. So,
Pizza?
yeah, pizza shit.
Pizza shit?
All right, back to Cena. Let's see what he's got to say.
Just like all these people, your brain is filled with feces and not facts.
Yikes.
I have worked 100 times harder than you, and never once in all that time was I ever protected from an audience or a superstar, present company included, taking their best shot at me. As a matter of fact, everyone knows every time I step on this canvas, it is a challenge to every arena or every superstar dumb enough to walk down that ramp to take their strongest swing to see if they are worthy to put me in the ground. No one has been worthy, so I decided to just do it myself.
Thanos.
That's why, Cody, I have never left. I have always been here because no matter how high the hill is to climb, no matter what garbage they give me, I find a way to make it great.
Awesome
You
theory.
had to leave. You had to leave because you realized that your best you can't wipe my ass.
Wow.
I make empires for billionaires. All you've ever done is steal money from their kids.
Oh, God. You were fucking, and then Booker T came on you.
Booker T saw it. He's like, ah!
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
I make empires for billionaires. All you've ever done is steal money from their kids. That's what we've been waiting for, John Cena.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
I know. That's,
Could have just done this a couple weeks ago.
yeah.
You know?
Well,
That's fine.
You know, he
We
wanted to
got
save
there.
it.
We
I
got
was
there.
boring you to death, and then...
Yeah, right.
So Cena starts to leave, but Cody says, and all the time I've been here, never once have they chanted at me, you can't wrestle.
You can't wrestle.
I thought he was your hero, Cody.
No, he's still a piece of shit.
Your hero is a wrestler who can't wrestle?
Yes. Yeah,
That makes sense.
totally.
So then Cena takes a swing, but Cody ducks and lays Cena out with the crossroads. So he's
One crossroads.
Right. Cena is dead.
Cody
Like
then
open mouth and everything, just like
Cody then two sweets for the Young Bucks and then does Kenny Omega's finger guns and points to the WrestleMania sign because he's a fucking dork. Why are you still bringing up the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega?
I know.
Who fucking gives a shit anymore?
Right.
No one cares. They're not in this company and they probably never will be.
you don't even do being the elite videos anymore.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
It's over.
Right.
Stop it.
I think that's funny. I think, if AEW were to close next year
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
and Omega's like, what do you guys say? I think she would be like, we're good, bro.
Yeah.
We're good.
Right.
Maybe Omega. I couldn't see the Bucks.
NXT. Yeah. he'd
NXT.
Fit right in.
That'd
Maybe.
be great to make
Fucking
him go there
42-year-old in NXT.
Yeah.
first. Sure.
Next up, we've got The New Day versus Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates. Where the hell have you been?
We don't care.
Bate immediately does some AEW bullshit. He puts his legs on Xavier Woods' shoulders and then walks around the ring and then tags in Dunne.
Yeah.
Later, Bate spun Kofi on his back like you would a toddler. Then Bate does the whistle punch. However, New Day wins with up, up, down, down.
Up, and down.
Or Daybreak, whatever.
Midnight.
After the match, Kofi and Woods demand a tag title shot. So the War Raiders come out.
Where the hell have you been?
Yeah.
And Ivar and Eric just hold up the tag titles to remind everyone that they're the champs.
Yeah.
Remind everyone that they haven't been defending these titles.
So maybe New Day wins these belts just so that Penta and Phoenix could win them at Backlash. Maybe. That's an easy way to do that, I
That
guess.
is an easy way to do it. You're right.
We'll see. Next up, we've got Jimmy Uso versus Gunther. Jay told his brother, be careful, backstage before the match.
I fought this guy and lost to him a bunch.
Yeah, remember, I'm 3-0 versus Gunther.
Yeah.
Jimmy gave Gunther a superplex and then hit the Uso splash, but Gunther kicked out. Outside the ring, Jimmy jumped off the steel steps, but Gunther countered with a big chop, followed by a clothesline. Then he hit the powerbomb and went for the pin, but he lifted Jimmy up to stop the count. I'm not finished with you.
Yep.
Gunther clotheslines Jimmy, goes for the pin again, but then lifts him up again. And then he locked in the sleeper hold for the win. He locks it in again after the match. Jay runs out and attacks Gunther, and Gunther retreats through the crowd. But then he comes back and attacks them both from behind. Security tries to stop him, so Gunther powerbombs one of them on the steel steps. Then Gunther zip ties Jay to the ring rope and then beats up Jimmy in front of him. He hits Jimmy with the World Heavyweight Championship, and he's a bloody mess. Gunther powerbombs Jimmy and wipes his blood on his chest and even tastes it at one point. So, you know, that was
hard to watch.
Hope he got like tested, for things.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gunther then locks Jimmy in the sleeper hold while he taunts Jay and eventually lets go, and he's covered in Jimmy's blood.
Zip ties.
Yeah.
Zip ties.
Yeah.
Your brother's getting beaten the fuck out of, and you can't pull your hand through a fucking zip tie.
It didn't even look like they were on that tight.
No, and he was
Well, yeah.
holding the rope, so
Yeah,
that
I
zip,
know.
like the rope was preventing him
But
from.
I mean,
zip ties,
like at work we have those zip ties. Those zip ties are pretty.
dude. They're zip ties. They're plastic.
I know, but they're still pretty.
But you can pop them, because it was one tied to another.
Maybe
You can pop
not.
that in a
Maybe
second.
Jay can't.
Yeah, maybe.
We're gonna
maybe
do it on
Jay
the show
can't.
next
Maybe
week.
Jay
I'm just gonna
can't do
pull-
it.
I'm just gonna pull it off the microphone
All
in
right,
2 seconds.
I'm gonna bring some, Joe.
Bring some. Bring the ones that you have at work.
Okay.
The super zip ties.
Okay.
And I will break it.
End of the show, Joe's like, "Can I please get out of these?"
Hold on 1 second. Let me just go down here for a second.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Penta and Braun Breaker versus Finn Balor and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Backstage before the match, the Judgment Day still having problems. Oh, you're so great, even though I hate you. Oh, I hate you too, but I,
I
love
hate you, but I love you, and I love you, but I hate you.
Yeah. So Braun went for a spear, but Balor moved out of the way, and Braun speared Penta by mistake.
But that's his partner.
And then Balor hits the coup de grace on Penta for the win. Later backstage, Penta yells at Braun for the spear, but they're separated by refs. And then even later in the show, Liv manipulates Dom, saying Balor only cares about himself.
Oh. Okay.
So who's going to be this new member and leader of the Judgment Day?
What title did Penta want to take from Braun Breaker?
I don't have it.
Oh, I thought you put it on there.
Man.
Not yet.
Incontinental.
The Continental Championship.
Continental champion.
Yeah. So we'll see what they do with that.
Yeah.
Also backstage, Chad Gable has another doctor's note. He's still sick. Adam Pearce says, "Oh, that's a shame. We're in Minneapolis next week," which is Gable's hometown. So Gable's like, "Oh, I'll be good by then. Give me a match." But Pearce sarcastically says, "Nothing is more important than your health. Besides, I already made arrangements for El Grande Americano to wrestle next week. It is official." And then Alpha Academy walks up, and Gable calls them clowns, and he calls Otis an idiot. And then Maxine tells Pearce that her and Natalya are interested in tagging together, and Pearce has to pretend like he gives a shit.
Natalya.
Yeah.
Gross.
Is there no one else?
Is there no one else? And then they look around and they go, no.
No,
there's not.
No.
She's like, Pierce, I've got an idea for me and Natalya. And Pierce's head is just like, just singing a song in his head. Yeah, go ahead. Got it, right. I need a drink. That's great. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah,
all right,
okay.
and we're done.
I'm glad you heard me. Bye, Pierce.
Honey, the cameras stopped rolling minutes ago.
Cameras?
Who are you talking to? Pierce left 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, right.
You know, Kiana James, where the hell has she been? You want to take her job? She blows me every show.
Yeah, and gets me a drink.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Next up, AJ Styles comes out to the ring. The phenomenal one immediately calls out Logan Paul. So out comes Logan Paul, and London hates him. Logan tells Styles, "I forgive you for what you did to me at the Garden, but I don't forget, so don't try to pull that again." AJ says, "I forgive you too. I forgive you for being the biggest douchebag to ever step foot in a WWE ring. These fans don't care about your money. They care about what you're willing to sacrifice in this ring for them. You've got all the talent in the world, but talent will only get you so far. The question is, what are you going to do with it?" So Logan says, "I'd ask you for advice, but you know what they say. Don't take advice from anyone you wouldn't want to trade places with." So AJ says, "You know what else they say? Don't write a check." But then the fans interrupt with another chant, and Logan yells at the crowd, "What y'all know about checks? You're broke." And then AJ's like, "Yeah, don't let your mouth write a check your ass can't cash." So Logan says, "Is that a threat?" And Styles says, "This is Monday Night Raw. I got my gear on. What do you think?"
Yeah.
Logan says, "Well, I don't fight for free. This city can't afford me. You're broke, you're broke, you're broke, you're broke." And then Wade Barrett says,
Do Michael Cole.
That was good.
Then Logan says, "I know you want that big money match with Logan Paul, so why don't you set your sights a little higher?" And he points to the WrestleMania sign.
Wow.
Then Logan goes for a cheap shot, but AJ blocks it. Goes for the Styles Clash, but Logan rolls out of the ring. They fight outside for a bit. AJ throws Logan back in, but Logan pulls up the rope to hit AJ's balls as Styles was getting back in. And then Logan flips AJ. He throws him up, flips him backwards, and catches him for a DDT.
That was cool.
Pat McAfee called it the Paulverizer.
Yeah. Last time, he's done that before.
Yeah, I think so.
His last big match, whatever
Right.
that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cool move.
It is cool. I like it.
Certainly
Right.
better than just, "I'm going to punch you."
Or the buckshot lariat.
Buckshot Lariat's good too. I just don't think he's ever won with it. He always
Yeah.
does it in the middle of a match.
Yeah, that's true.
It's always that punch or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I think that's
it's
better
cool.
than the punch.
He's got a finisher.
This is an interesting 50-50 type of matchup for WrestleMania. You know, it's hard to see AJ Styles losing since he's not in a whole lot. But it's also hard to see Logan Paul if they're going to, kind of
Right.
promote him in the
AJ
future.
Styles kind of always loses though.
He does.
In the last
I would
5
definitely
years.
pick
Yeah,
Paul,
I mean,
but can see
honestly,
them-
Logan Paul's. He lost at SummerSlam.
He loses too, yeah.
Didn't he lose at Mania last year?
I don't know. Who did he fight? Oh, wasn't that the triple threat? Wasn't it KO, Orton, and
Yeah.
Logan Paul?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And who won?
So he-
no,
didn't
he-
Logan
he
Paul
did
win?
win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Wow.
Yeah. I think he's got to win. The young guy's got to go over the old guy for sure.
Yeah,
Right.
sure.
Right. But that'll be a cool match. See what
Yeah.
they do with each other.
Right.
Like he goes for the phenomenal forearm and Logan Paul goes for a springboard move as well, at the
Yeah.
same time. That'd be cool.
Crash midair.
Backstage, Lyra Valkyria is like, "Hey everyone, remember me? I still work here. I'm a champion. No, really, this is real.
Right.
I didn't buy this. I won this belt. This is mine for real. Why doesn't anyone believe me?"
I am the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah.
Continue.
She says Bayley's a great friend, but she's the only one who's beaten her since she's won the IC title, which was in the what was it? What tournament did they have? Or was it like Royal Rumble qualifying matches or something?
No, it was a Elimination Chamber.
Oh, Elimination Chamber. Yeah. So yeah, she says she's going to defend the belt against Bayley next week on Raw. Whatever. It was funny because Jackie Redmond was like, "What are you going to do for Mania?" And she's like, "Well, I'm going to defend this belt on Raw."
She's like, "What's Mania?"
Yeah.
They haven't told me.
No one's told me about that.
You mean
match.
WrestleMania SmackDown? I hope to main event hour 1.
Yeah.
I'm going to main event hour 1.
One of WrestleMania SmackDown.
Yikes.
Next up, we've got Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky for the Women's World Championship with Bianca Belair as the special guest referee. Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
that was one hot ref. Belair got involved early. She kept pulling them off each other. You know, you're in the corner and all that.
Yeah, stop.
Io hit her They're like, okay. Io hit her missile drop kick and her suicide crossbody. Then Io went for a poison rana outside the ring, but Rhea didn't fall when she was supposed to. They had a little miscue there. Wasn't great. Then Ripley gave Io a cool Samoan drop off the middle rope, but then they acted as if Io did a move to Ripley.
Right.
That was odd.
That's how that works.
Like, was that supposed to be a crucifix bomb? I guess it was, but it didn't. It just looked like a Samoan drop.
Would that hurt Ripley?
It should.
Yeah.
Then yes.
I guess that's
what it was.
they were going
That's
for.
what it was. That's what it was.
Then Io went for another missile drop kick, but Ripley countered with a headbutt. She went for the riptide, but Io blocked it. Rhea then hit the Razor's Edge and a Shining Wizard, but Io kicked out. Then Rhea went for a big boot, but Io moved out of the way, and Rhea kicked Belair by accident.
Oh, no.
Rhea then gave Io the riptide and went for the pin, but Belair is still recovering from the kick. She eventually gets back in the ring and counted the pin, but Io kicks out. Ripley then punched Io while they were on the rope, so Belair pulled Rhea away. Rhea then slapped Belair. Io then went for the missile drop kick, but Ripley moved, and Io kicks Belair.
She's a pretty nice referee that she's not calling this match quits.
Yeah.
Well,
Hit twice by Rhea.
Yeah, it's crazy.
twice by Rhea, but then the drop kick, that's when
it.
she's had enough. She rules it a double DQ, which
Belair.
is lame. Just attack them both.
Yeah, right.
Just start beating them up, and then it's like, all right, clearly this is over. So Ripley attacks Belair, and they brawl outside the ring, but Io hits them both with a springboard moonsault. They brawl in the ring. Rhea gives Belair and Io a pair of riptides, and then she gives Belair another one off the middle rope.
Wow.
And then Mommy holds up the belt to end the show.
Yeah.
So it's not official yet, but how could this not be a triple threat at Mania?
Right.
And no one understands why.
Right.
Why is this happening?
Yeah. I mean, look, the three of them could have a good match together.
Definitely.
Who's winning this match is the crazy thing, because clearly they just took this belt off of Rhea just so they could add Io to this match.
Right.
But again, like Ripley and
Bianca?
Belair for the first time, like ever, pretty much. You could have just done that. Like we all
They
love
fought at
Io.
what,
but
NXT?
They maybe
I think they
might
fought
have,
a few times.
like, but still, it was NXT. It was
Yeah.
so long ago.
Sure.
Even if they did,
Right.
so we'll see. I'm sure it'll be a good match. You know, at Mania. I just don't know who wins this. It's interesting.
I would say Rhea, my pick right now.
Rhea?
Well, she's the only one who hasn't held the title in the last couple of weeks, past 2 weeks.
I would say, well, Belair certainly hasn't held it in a while.
Who did I say?
Rhea.
I meant Belair. Sorry.
Yeah, Belair, because she won the chamber.
She hasn't had it.
She usually wins at Mania. She's got a
Right.
great Mania record.
Yeah.
Most of the time, she's winning a belt at Mania. That's how
Right.
it works for her.
Right.
So we'll see what happens there. That's all for Monday Night Raw. Let's give some awards.
All right.
We'll give them.
Who did you have for worst dressed?
I had Cody Rhodes in his 17-piece suit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll go
Joe?
with that. Sure.
I went whatever the hell this was.
Oh,
I don't know.
my
Specifically right there.
Hey, you're the ring announcer. You're not supposed to be like drawing attention.
Yeah.
That's Shadow. That's Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Alicia Taylor. The fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Fashion, no.
Best dressed.
I had Jay. Well, oh.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What?
You had muted me for a
I
second.
did not mute you.
Oh, my headphones turned off.
Okay, go ahead.
I had Jade Cargill dressed as Uma Thurman in Kill Bill.
Oh yeah, I think even Barrett was like, "Oh, Kill Bill, go into the ring."
Yeah. I had Belair as a
Yeah,
ref.
Ref Belair.
I mean, that was.
It was very nice. Worst acting.
I moan backwards.
Yeah,
So,
Naomi.
Naomi.
Same.
I've got Cody.
Okay.
Cody's response to Cena
that's
was
fair.
so epically
Yeah.
bad.
Best acting.
Speaking of Cena,
I went with Cena because Cody was so bad he made Cena look even
I thought
better.
Cena was great. It's
Yeah.
for sure Cena.
I had Punk, but they were both good.
Yeah.
But Punk's still more believable to me.
Right.
Obviously, I'm a big Punk mark, but yeah. Worst comment.
Proceed with caution.
How did we even
Is she pooping?
Is that NXTMZ?
She's like, "How am I gonna do this?"
Right.
I mean, yeah, it was either that or the Zac Efron line. I didn't understand Cody's Zac Efron line.
I don't know why this bothered me so much, but Jimmy saying, I'm going to turn the ring general into Private Gunther.
The fuck? What?
That's-
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Best comment.
I make empires for billionaires.
Yes,
Yeah.
And all you've ever done is steal money from their kids.
it's got to be that.
Timu Undertaker,
Respect.
Yeah. Respect.
respect.
Worst match.
Chelsea Secret Service versus Party Pussy.
That is correct.
Sweep it.
Super slow mo.
I had New Day versus New Catch Republic
That's what I had.
I had
because you brought back Tyler Bate to lose.
Yeah, I know.
He's like,
Of
I'm
course
back.
you did.
I'm back in
Charlotte.
London.
Fuck Tyler Bate.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Well,
Who is
yeah.
he? Who is he with now? Who'd
What
you
girl?
say? Yeah, Tyler.
Oh,
Bate.
Sol Ruka.
Sol Ruka.
Son of a bitch.
You fuck.
Someone
Yeah.
needs to study how he gets these women.
That's right. He's like
I
3
think
feet
it's-
tall.
I think it's fairly simple.
He's got to.
Yeah.
I got Charlotte Michin.
Should we do a dollar bet? 4 pounds.
Jesus Christ.
What are you gonna do? Pull his pants down in public?
Hold it up like a fish.
Best match.
Get it on the scale.
I had Drew versus Randy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, same sweep.
It was a nice hey, they feuded in 2020. You know,
Yeah.
it's almost too good for a SmackDown match.
Of course.
Worst move.
Mine was Fatu's Samoan.
Yeah.
His Samoan drop to Braun on the table. It was just like,
Oh, I know. It's so lame. You can't do table spots where you're just standing there.
Yeah.
A Samoan drop when you're standing on the floor, you're just falling back 6 inches.
yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that's all
stupid.
it is.
It looked like shit.
I had Jay not getting out of the zip ties. That bothered me.
I had, for sure.
Yeah.
Best move.
choke slam on the car.
Yeah.
I
So-
had the pulverizer. I liked
All
it.
right, yeah, that's cool.
Worst moment.
That was the
How did we even
Yeah, right.
Naomi. It'd be funnier if I knew what she was saying.
She's like, how do I talk? It seemed like they were. It seemed like they were like, hey, can we get the Joker's theme song from The Dark Knight?
how did we
All right. Everyone is vomiting listening to this podcast right now. Best moment.
contract signing.
Okay.
I'm going Cena.
Okay,
I'm going Cena.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
Cena, I put Cena burying Cody.
Bodying Cody.
I'm going to body you.
Yeah, body.
So there you go. That's all for awards. Now it's time for some breaking news. So for the first time ever, a wrestling match is being inducted into the Hall of Fame as an immortal moment.
Is there no one else?
It's so stupid.
The I Quit match between Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart at WrestleMania 13. This was obviously just an excuse to get Austin and Bret there.
Maybe.
How else can we get
So
them a
are
part
they
of this?
getting rid of the celebrity inductee or the Warrior Award?
Have they done the celebrity lately? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so, man.
No?
I mean, I guess that's bad. But, like, what's going to happen? Like, Austin and Brett are going to come and talk about the match on the podium? Like, that's going to be weird.
And then,
Like, it's like Stone Cold's doing our podcast.
and then Brad put me in the sharpshooter, and I said, well, god dang, how do we get out of this?
Like,
And then I passed down.
Then the fans started rooting for me and not for him. And then he was getting mad, and we switched it up.
like, they've already done videos on this.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
weird. Like, yeah, it was a great match. It was awesome.
Yeah, they don't have anything listed about a Warrior Award or
I don't think they've done those in a while.
or the celebrity.
I don't think they've done those awards in a while.
Let's see, 2024.
Yeah. WWE. And then even Google's like, who fucking cares? Oh, Muhammad Ali was last year.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah. So I guess they're still doing that. I don't know about Warrior Award, though. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's see. I don't see the Warrior Award.
Maybe not.
Muhammad Ali, celebrity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Also, Kevin Owens did an interview with Adrian Hernandez where he spoke about the previous WWE regime, you know, whoever that could be.
That's tremendous.
And KO said, I had arguments with the people in charge before. No, this happened 3 weeks ago. They're going to remember. They said, no, they won't. Yes, they will. You're insulting their intelligence by pretending they won't. So KO is talking about something that we've been talking about since we started this podcast in 2015, where Vince will do an angle one week, and then next week that angle's completely gone, went nowhere, and we're just supposed to forget about it. Like,
Hey,
or just
forget
this
about
guy's undefeated. He lost 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He's undefeated. Say it, Cole. Say he's undefeated. Say it, Cole.
So it's just, I love that Kevin Owens said that, because it's like, yeah, like it's so obvious. And Kevin Owens having arguments with Vince.
What do you mean? I don't remember it. Why would anyone else?
Also, Triple H told BBC Newsbeat that Netflix has no creative control for Raw and only has input on things like how long the show is and when it airs. So it's your fault for bleeping the curse words, Triple H. Is that what you're telling us?
Some of them.
You
Sometimes.
said that you didn't have to. You said you weren't going to do it. Right. Sometimes but then Cody could say shit. As long as it's this planned thing.
Right.
Yeah. That's all I've got for news. So let's move on to rumors.
Rumors.
Vince McMahon gets kicked out for sex allegations?
That happened.
But then he returns and takes back the company?
He did that.
And then Vince sells the company but stays in power?
Oh my God.
And then Vince dyes his hair black and has a stupid mustache?
Confirmed.
Drew McIntyre has been teasing big things with him and The Rock in multiple interviews recently. So let's hope this isn't just some bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, if he joins The Rock's stable that doesn't even really exist at this point.
Because where's The Rock?
Because obviously, if Cena wins at Mania, like, Rock's not going to be there because he's never there. But Drew could be the one that keeps helping Cena retain. You know, and Rock told me if I do this, if I help Cena retain, then I'll be the champ when Cena leaves. And Cena will have like a deal where it's like, oh, maybe I'll just hand the belt to you when I leave or something.
We've got a lot of theories going into this WrestleMania. Lots of theories.
Yep. Gambling sites have John Cena as a big favorite
Yeah.
to beat Cody at Mania.
I'm not surprised there.
I mean, it has to happen, really. You know.
Yeah.
That's all I've got for rumors, so we can get to the Mark report.
You fucking Mark. You fucking Mark. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Mark Report with your host, Eric Slamington Hamilton.
My God. How many fucking times do I have to do this?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to order another one now. I'm like, all right, take 10, Tony.
And go.
Fucked it up again.
All right.
All right. So this week, the family of the late James Harris, known to wrestling fans as Kamala, the Ugandan giant,
Yeah.
has announced a Legends contract with WWE. So that would be like action figures, T-shirts,
Who
shit
did?
like that.
Kamala?
Yeah.
Oh, his family, I guess. They're gonna
A
get.
posthumous Legends.
You
contract.
get 10% of every action figure sold. How many sold?
7.
Not today.
Yeah.
7 sold? Yeah. Well, Triple H felt bad and bought some.
Yes.
What'd they sell for? $1.
Yeah. All
These are
right.
70 cents.
You got another one?
I do.
Okay?
All right. Go ahead.
What did he say?
Okay.
Or a freaking mark.
What did he say?
Okay?
I gotta make that a button already.
Also, it seems that Orlando has submitted an $18 million bid to host several WWE and UFC events from 2026 to 2031. So they're looking for maybe like a Survivor Series or Saturday Night Main Event at the Kia Center, a UFC pay-per-view, possibly a Royal Rumble or WrestleMania in 2028 or 2031 at Camping World Stadium.
Okay?
Okay. Got it. Got it, Andrew. Listen. Okay.
Andrew's dying over
Okay.
here. Yes.
All right.
What else?
What else you got?
Also, Living Color, the band that does CM Punk's entrance song.
Said that they would love to sing him.
Shut the fuck up, Joe.
Okay?
I'm gonna get pissed.
Is that what it says though?
No.
What does it say? Good. I'm sorry.
They announced on their Instagram page that they will be performing live in Las Vegas during WrestleMania weekend.
Oh, okay.
So they're not confirming if they're gonna
Can't
play.
they just get them then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna fucking
Like I made
do
a
it.
joke, but do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I know. No, CM Punk's in the main event. Of course they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
they gotta.
for the second time.
Oh, right. That's right. Yeah.
The other
'Cause
one
they've
was
done
at
it before for
WrestleMania
him.
29.
They
Yeah.
played him in already before.
Yeah, WrestleMania 29 when he fought Undertaker.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Be cool to see again.
Also, WWE.
Okay?
You gotta wait for the okay.
Shut the fuck
You gotta
up,
let
Tony.
me know.
Jesus.
WWE
Tony.
has announced the official theme song for WrestleMania 41 is Timeless by The Weeknd and Playboy Cardi. So this is the 6th fucking WrestleMania in a row that The Weeknd has done the theme song for.
Well,
I
he's-
thought it was
Maybe
They
that's
keep playing
what.
the fucking Travis Scott song.
Maybe that was a placeholder. Maybe
was the one in Hollywood?
Maybe Travis Scott isn't going to be there anymore.
I thought he was performing.
I don't know.
I think he's performing at Mania.
Maybe. But yeah, apparently
They just have a deal with
theme
the
is-
weekends.
Apparently. He must be signed to WWE Records.
Yeah. Right.
Can he make some original music for some of these wrestlers?
No kidding.
No. Also, WWE President Nick Khan has confirmed that WWE is planning its first ever major premium live event for India in 2026 or early 2027.
Okay?
Okay.
All right.
And then last thing I got is apparently Fightful is reporting that Karrion Kross has signed a 1-year deal.
Okay.
So I guess stick
That's all
around
they
for
would give
another
him.
year.
That's all
and-
they would give
They
him.
don't even use them.
Yeah. Why
Like,
would they give him money?
He's only like on Raw for like the international feed that doesn't have the commercials. Like every week he's just like,
Hey, Jackie.
Yeah.
I'm doing stuff,
Right.
but you're never gonna see it. I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
that's all it ever
Also,
is.
I did think
That,
this
that you
was-
said that was your last thing. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay.
It was a fucking joke.
It was a fucking joke.
As long as it's
Okay.
something
All
about,
right.
as long as it's something about Umberto, because everybody wants to know what he's up to right now.
Well, nothing.
Is it?
He's being.
I was hoping to find out about Santos Escobar.
Yeah.
quite
he's-
frankly.
Umberto's being Santos's bitch. But Andrade, they had like a backstage segment that was only online. And I guess Andrade dresses his favorite newsie. It's Crutchy. Is it Crutchy?
He looks like he's a part of Tony Baloney's family.
I know, right? So
He's gonna be like,
Jesus Christopher.
Who? What is happening here? That's Andrade?
yes.
Oh my God. Wow.
Have you seen
Have you seen
the movie Newsies?
In Spanish, it's pronounced noses.
Noses.
Wow.
All right, so that's all I got. Okay.
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 All right, let's get to trivia
Freaking
time.
Mark.
Okay.
I gotta put that button. Like there's like radio shows will have like segments where they do like quick like it's a 10-minute thing like your Mark report, and in between like every story there's a sound bite. So like in between your Mark report, between every story, just like all right, next story. Okay.
Yes. It's like Seth's. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh, that'd be good too.
Yeah.
All right. This year marks Roman Reigns' 10th main event at WrestleMania.
Right.
All I'm going to ask you to do is just name all his opponents.
Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar.
All right,
Brock
that
Lesnar.
counts as one, but yeah. How many Lesnars?
Oh, 3.
Yep.
Undertaker.
I'm the guy that says the
Yeah, I know, but I beat you to it. So that's another one for me.
I was trying to
I'm
save
winning.
it, but you
I'm
fucking
winning.
your comedic timing. All right, who else?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Twice.
How many?
Twice.
No.
Oh, right, the tag team match thrice.
3 times with Cody Rhodes.
Seth Rollins.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, whether you
Oh,
count the other one or not.
opponents.
Definitely. Yeah,
Opponents.
opponents.
Yeah.
Edge and Daniel Bryan.
Very good. Very good. All right, go ahead. Who else? Couple more
Okay,
names.
so the first one was Brock. After Brock,
Triple H.
of
Triple
course.
H. And I mean, there's only one more name if we're counting this year's.
Oh, so Punk. Punk.
That's everyone.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, because he
Nice.
had like 3 with Lesnar, 3 with Cody.
Right.
I mean, technically 3 with Seth if you're counting this year and you're counting the other one.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the ones I thought might have been hard is Bryan and Edge because it was in the weird year.
Yeah.
And maybe forgetting Triple H.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, WrestleMania 31, 32, 33,
right,
34,
'cause that-
then 37, 38, 39, 40, 41.
WrestleMania
fuck.
32 in Dallas was the first like of the super long manias. Remember, like that was the first year where it was WrestleMania's 7 hours. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And we were like, what the fuck is going? I remember like when The Rock came out, we're like, the show's over, right? No,
Yeah.
there's 2 hours left. By the time Roman and Triple H their match started, we were like, oh my god, please let us go home.
And that was like a
they
29-minute
went
match.
30
Yeah,
minutes.
right.
It was so
Right.
boring.
And then we tried to we're like interview people afterwards. We're like,
Yeah. Like, please,
we had
we
no
just want to go
voice.
home.
Yeah. Crazy.
All right. Let's do some fan questions. Let's see what they got.
Hey, what do you got, fans?
Oh, this is from,
But who is he?
you know that guy?
Yeah.
Pushfire Berry Tag Team Edition, pretty shitty, American made, and then Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro.
Fucking fire
Oh my
that.
God. Really?
I would fire pretty shitty. Push American made, Berry
I'm gonna push.
LWO.
I'll push pretty shitty. Fire or bury American made.
What is wrong with you?
It's because Eric knows their full
Joe,
names and he
Joe.
knows a lot
Choices.
about them.
Piss, shit, or diarrhea.
I know.
You know, come on.
You go with piss every time.
CM Funk. Gunther loses to Jay. Monday after Jay loses to Breaker at Backlash. Breaker retains against Jay. Push him to the moon, please. I don't think it's going to happen that quickly.
No.
Again, Breaker's got to win the Rumble. That's a perfect match. He's
Yeah.
the perfect guy to win the Rumble next year.
Oh,
Yeah.
Long Dong Silver. Not a question. If y'all saw Dark Side of the Ring with Marty Jannetty, what did you think of Brutus the Barber Beefcake's wife? I remember like she was like just this big busty woman, like with all the surgeries in the world.
Oh yeah. Sure. Well, on her on his Dark Side of the Ring, he's like, I used to be Brutus Barber Beefcake, and she's like, I'm Tits McGee.
Basically.
That's right.
Frank N. Steiner, can we please give Pretty Shitty a new gimmick? 2 big, strong guys with decent looks, mic skills, and in-ring moves. I disagree on all of that.
Big, strong guys.
Just a stupid gimmick. Let Michael P.S. Hayes manage them and let them be the new fabulous Freebirds.
I mean, you say no, but like that might bring some interest to it because we don't give a fuck about the Freebirds. We're not ruining a legacy.
You're ruining my legacy, Michael P.S. Hayes. Dr. Coctopus. I saw a man say he'd drink Liv Morgan's piss from another man's balls.
What?
Okay, it was me. What of it?
We're getting a little.
Does it have to be from a guy's balls?
Right.
Like, you didn't have to say that.
Does it like drip off the balls or does it come from the balls?
Just saying you would drink anyone's pee is enough.
This is your fantasy. I mean, but if it was like, hey, I'll, live is like you get to fuck me, but I'd have to pee in your mouth first. You'd be like, all right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Piss and shit is like my worst fear.
Okay, shit is a whole other category. Shit is an absolute no.
Yeah.
Piss is like just drinking water.
That's where Andrew draws the line.
Of course.
Didn't you see Waterworld? He pissed in that machine. It came out water.
It sure did.
Now she says I have to piss in your mouth. Do I have to swallow it? Because if not, I'm spitting that shit back at her like Triple H.
If she doesn't like it, then
All right. Yeah, okay, Andrew.
Come on,
fine.
Joe. We're having fun, aren't we?
Yeah, this is a great question.
Piss is just water. Shit is shit.
Like you mentioned earlier, my favorite part of the show. What other amazing questions do our fans have? Tell
All
us.
right.
It's like wrapping the cord around.
What other awesome piss and shit?
How much shit would you eat? That's all it said.
That's it.
All right, Barry Fire Push. Push Fire Barry. Punk's favor is he's added to the Gunther J title match and wins the title. That's not happening.
No.
Bliss returns as the goddess. Raw and SmackDown become 2 hours each.
Push that. Push Raw and SmackDown being 2 hours. Barry,
That's an hour and a half shorter.
Barry Alexa Bliss as the goddess and Fire Punk being added to
I thought
Jake
they're going
Gunther.
to 2 hours soon.
SmackDown is. Yeah.
Well, Raw
in June.
goes over a little bit.
Sometime in the summer, maybe.
I mean, push Punk win the belt, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not happening. There's
I
no way
bury
it's
Bliss
happening.
and being the goddess, and then fire the 2 hours because we're kind of getting near that anyway.
Stephen Lally, hey guys, just out of morbid curiosity, what are your guys' thoughts on how the streak ended? Would you have done it differently? No, I mean,
Undertaker streak?
yeah. I mean, it was perfect.
It was a great shock.
We were all pissed at the time, but it was great.
Right.
Yeah.
Was Brock the best guy to do it? No, but that's what made it surprising.
Yeah.
Which he's like a beast. He's a monster.
Yeah.
He is.
Like he should have been the guy to do it because he's the only guy that is like huge and big. Like I didn't want Roman doing it. Like fuck off.
Yeah. And then, I mean,
Or Cena.
Paul Heyman selling it.
Roman
was so
did it,
amazing.
though, because Taker had a new streak, and then Roman broke the new streak.
Yeah.
Was it one?
It was one.
Travis Roberts, question for Andrew about the creative process. When you emailed John Cena the promo you wrote for him about Cody this week, did he go with the first draft or did he have some input and you guys tweaked it together?
That's high praise.
He just said he's a big fan of the podcast and,
Right.
That's
high praise saying you wrote that. It was a good speech.
Sure. James H., why the fuck was Cody wearing the shittiest and most heel-looking suit he's ever worn on Raw?
Right.
If you look at Cody and Cena in the ring together, their outfits are the opposite of the characters they're playing.
That's
Yes.
so true.
Do you think Cody ran out of clean suits as they have been in Europe for so long, so went to WWE's wardrobe department and found the piece of shit in the Michael Hayes section?
Wow.
I mean, Cena
I
even
almost-
brought it up.
Yeah.
I almost expected it to be like that suit that Conor McGregor had where the pinstripes just said, fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's like
How does that work
looking really
backstage
hard.
where Cena's like, hey, so I'm gonna really say some things. Like I'm gonna say that you can't cut a promo.
I'm gonna
of course
say
you
that
can
you
cut a
got no
promo.
dick
Of
and-
course you can cut a promo. I'm gonna say you're phony. Of course that's nothing.
Of course you're not phony. He's so fucking phony.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So
Right.
real.
It's funny because like that's kind of how Cena dresses when he's like out doing press, is in a suit
Right.
like that.
Sure.
That's where you do it though.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Milkshake. That's funny. That's a Severance reference. In another timeline, could you have seen Bray Wyatt being the one to beat Roman? I could see it.
Yeah.
But could Vince see it? No.
No.
Definitely not.
Anyone but you, Roman.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes. Max Power. Could this happen? Cena, Cody do not close night 2, and Cena crushes Cody as Brock did to Cena. Then Uso, Gunther are the main event. Kaiser comes out to assist Gunther when suddenly Zack Ryder comes out to help Jay,
Thank you.
who wins, and they go off the air with Jay and Zack yeeting with 70,000 in Vegas. Joe, place your bets. Amazing.
Question.
You got that $5.
Is Matt Cardona a Patreon?
He could be.
A patron, yeah.
He could be.
He could be Mr. Milkshake.
Yeah.
I can't believe they let Zack Ryder do that.
I know. That's
I know.
what we're all going to be saying as we choke to death, I guess. I don't know. Like,
I'm like,
Zack Ryder, no. I can't believe they let Zack Ryder do that.
Where'd you get that clip of RFK Jr. saying that?
I can't believe that Zack Ryder do that. I did heroin and then I got all A's in college. Zack Ryder's in the main event of WrestleMania. I can die happy.
Wow.
That'd be great. Can't wait.
Roll up Carnosaur. Did Cody's part of the segment feel like Cena wrote it for him? Definitely felt like Cena's style. No way Cody nor some schmuck writer would have come up with that. Had to have been Cena roasting himself. I don't know. Like, we didn't love what Cody said. He had a couple good lines, but the Zac Efron thing, didn't get that.
Yeah.
Joseph Reiling, did you know Cody had a bit of a lisp? Keep up the amazing work on the pods,
You know,
fellas.
I never noticed it till he said something.
I know, like,
He should have kept that to himself.
yeah. Lord Chulu, what are your some of your pet peeves from wrestling? Some of mine are how Damian Priest bounces off ropes, chests and hands first. You're not cool, bro. Also, when Michael Cole screams, Blue Thunder Bomb, because that's the only move he knows because he's a unitard. I mean, I think we talk about our pet peeves every week on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Like 90% of the suicide dives that are done, or when everyone dives on 10 people and they fall down like bowling pins.
Right.
There's a lot of pet peeves. Just listen to the show.
I've jumped onto a group of 10 people and they caught me and crowd surfed me. Yeah.
And they weren't Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, right.
Imagine that.
Crazy.
The Rizzler, Cena and Rhodes promo battle, pretty impressive. Didn't think Stardust had that in them. True. Yeah. I guess so. I mean, again, Cena was why that was great, though.
Yeah.
Capital G. I'm Capital G, and I give the Raw main event a capital E for erection. I almost busted a nut. And did you notice during the Uso promo, the screen read Jay and Jimmy Uso Royal Rumble winner? Huh. That's pretty racist.
I didn't.
Wow.
Thunderbolt Jeff Munson. Jeff Munson here. You like watching people get fucked for free? Watch John Cena verbally fuck up Cody Rhodes for free live
On DonKing.tv.com.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
The tribal queef. Guys, the favor is that Brock is going to return and kill Jey Uso. Then we have Punk versus Gunther.
There you go.
In a perfect world.
Right.
That would be great.
Wow.
Libel Chief, Pushfire Barry, Rival Wrestling Podcast. April Fools, I don't plug on the podcast.
Good.
That's true.
Good for you, Libel Chief.
Eric, if you were about to have sex with Zelina Vega and she threw away her wig to reveal her skin bald head and wants you to eat out her Audi, would that be a deal breaker? I mean, it's just licking a belly button. It's not that big of a deal. Bald head is more of the problem.
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
I'll do the licking.
I think I'd rather drink Liv's piss.
What?
Sticky Reamboat, Pushfire Berry, become the owner of the Jets. Oh, this is for you, Eric. Become the owner of AEW, see? Yeah. Or become the owner of $1,000 worth of Bitcoin in 2010.
Okay, come on. I'll own the Jets because that's worth billions more. Then I'll own the Bitcoin. Then who gives a fuck about AEW? In that order. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
How much is...
In 2010, it had to be...
$1,000 worth of Bitcoin now?
Million?
It says 1 billion. He paid $10,000 for 2 pizzas. The coins... Oh, 10,000 is $1 billion, so...
Right.
Yeah, I mean, certainly...
100 million.
Is it just you get the Jets, but you don't get the money with it?
You
with
own the
getting
Jets?
a billionaire?
If you ever sell them, you get a lot of money.
So own the Jets and then just sell them.
Yeah.
See how much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll make money from owning the Jets, right? Do we? Right?
You see. There it was. Go back.
Do they make a profit as a team?
10 years ago, 1,000 would be worth 360,800.
Yeah.
Oh, in 2015. Yeah. So that's still a lot of money, but it's not billionaire money.
Yeah. But if you had done it 15 years ago, be
88 billion.
Yeah. Wow.
Did anyone do that? Yeah. Andy Piccone, am I the only one that thinks Andrew's Cody impression sounds like Mr. Slave? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, Cena, why don't you beat me up? Jesus Christ.
Cody is Mr. Slave now.
Pop culture junkie, Triple H to Jimmy Uso. All right, Jimmy, right now, we might have screwed up putting Jay in this spot to begin with. The entrance is fire, sure, but after that, botches, promos that drag, and once the bell rings, people are looking for the exits. We need them to care, and the only way they do, Gunther turns you into a human crime scene. Blood, bruises, absolute demolition. Otherwise, we might as well admit we should have had Punk win the damn Rumble instead.
Yeah.
You good with that? Or should we start prepping Solo for Plan B? Please no Solo Plan B.
No, ever.
Omar, I'm looking for a ring rat that's down to go to Vegas with me WrestleMania weekend. Hit me up. I got a hotel and booze for the weekend. All you guys do is give me... Interesting.
Joe, you said you wanted to go to Mania.
Omar, I think you have to be a famous wrestler first to get a ring rat, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. WrestleMania tickets are expensive. I mean,
What are they down to now?
Oh, I don't know. Not much.
yeah.
Will they keep going down?
I don't know. People are still saying it's still thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And someone was like, they showed like the attendance, like right now they're at like 40 something for each night. And someone was like, this is going to be the lowest attended WrestleMania in a very, very long time. It's like, yeah, but it's also going to be their highest gross of all time.
For
they
sure.
don't give a fuck about the attendance.
Yeah.
They care about money. That's why TKO bought WWE,
Right.
which is shitty. But like the 40,000+ fans that bought tickets, like you're part of the problem. You're agreeing to be ripped off.
Yeah.
Like, we're not
Right.
going. We're not doing that.
Like, you could have waited till like a week before,
yeah.
you know?
Tony Chimmel's last wish. Would you ever do a worst finisher bracket? I'd love to see it. Crossroads would have to make the list. It might.
Interesting.
We could do that one day.
Yeah.
Could be interesting. But yeah, I think that's it. Let me see. Crowhammer, what would it sound like if a drunk Ric Flair called Triple H the night before Mania about stopping Cena from beating his record? Wow, how would that? What would that sound like?
What would it sound like?
Ric Flair calling Triple H to let Cena beat his record.
Don't let that son of a bitch beat my record.
He is the greatest. He's the greatest of all time. I respect what he does, but fucking Flair would probably love it because it would make him relevant again.
Well, Flair's saying it's probably a work.
Yeah.
But Flair's saying like he's basically saying what you just said.
Yeah.
That piece of shit.
Right.
So they've got ones in the corners of the stadium for like $700 for the 2-day combo, but you click on it, limited view.
Of course.
That means you're getting moved.
No, that means there's pillars in the way.
Yeah, and you're
Andrew
getting
get
moved.
moves.
No.
Andrew said,
Yeah.
he always gets
That's what I
moved.
did,
That's
Eric.
his thing.
That's what I did.
I think you have to go and try to complain.
No, I did not do that. There's going to be seats open. There's going to be seats open on the floor for Mania. They're going to put those limited view people on the floor because it looks better for TV. That's what they do.
Yeah.
We just exposed the secret. Buy the limited view tickets that are $700.
Yeah.
But there's a good chance you get moved.
Yeah.
But still, like even after fees, what is it? $300 worth of fees?
That's what I was trying to look at, but anyway,
Yeah.
let's keep going.
I think it was like 1,000.
Let me see.
1,000?
Yeah, it would come to
Oh
basically
my God.
$1,000 a ticket.
So there you go. We're still at the same spot.
Yeah.
$1,000 a ticket. $2,000
Total
to see Mania.
$2,900.
What?
Yeah.
For two. That's insane.
Yeah, $553 in service fees. Also, $193 in taxes.
It's okay. I put a stop to it. Me and Kid Rock are gonna stop it. We put a stop to it.
Yeah.
Did you really?
No, but I said I did. So
Yeah.
Interesting thing to bring up right now when the world's done.
Right, exactly. That's what's important.
Oh, this is great too. We can get a souvenir ticket for $80.
All right, that's enough.
We can get a souvenir
That's enough.
magnet, a commemorative magnet, $90.
Commemorative magnet.
Or we could get a commemorative event chair for $600.
Say you're there, even if you weren't.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
No, these are add-ons. Oh, and
know.
Ticketmaster hotels. Save 57% off your hotel, but 300% in fees.
But what do they do? Just ship the chair to your house?
Yes, they do. They do.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Because I think they end up selling them on Shop Zone.
Imagine you walk into the arena and they hand you a chair.
Right.
Like, yeah, just go find just a spot.
Anywhere, just put it down.
What? I'm in the concourse. There's no room.
I'm in the concourse.
Yeah.
All right, that's all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast as well as our other one, Hollywood Hogwash. Go check out our Hell in a Cell Dark Side of the Ring review that we just put out. Also, follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Wrong Wrestling. Get a t-shirt or hat or beanie at prowrestlingtees.com/WWT. What's Wrong with Wrestling. The links are in the YouTube feed there. Also, become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling. It's a couple weeks away till Mania.
Yeah,
we got to
getting
do
there.
our predictions. I got to defend my belt. You know, it's a big couple weeks coming up.
Yeah.
So,
Huge.
see you there.
Huge.
Okay. What's wrong